It's an honor to be here and present my friend, my sister, my mother, my inspiration, with the Essence Black Women in Hollywood Award.
Well now, I want to thank Essence. It was an amazing institution that has been a beacon to African American women for many, many generations. Turn the phone off. I love myself. Now, I want to thank my baby. I love you so much. I didn't know what I was doing when I got you, but I know now. And look at you. She had one tooth when I got her. I said, baby, we're gonna have to do something about that mouth. I said, now, I don't know nothing about being a mama, but I got a lot of money. Show them your teeth, baby. Yeah, that's some teeth. When I got my first Essence magazine, I think I was 13 when I took it off my mother's coffee table. I turned the page, and there was Shirley Chisholm telling me that I could be president. I turned the page, and then there was Angela Davis telling me I could be an activist. I turned the page, and there was Loretta telling me I could have personality. And then I turned the page, and Aretha Franklin told me that I was young, gifted, and black. Thank you, Essence. Yes, I come from humble beginnings, but I'm telling you only to tell you a point. Poverty-stricken, hungry, outhouse, no water, all of that, all of it. Everything that comes with being poor. The dysfunction, every piece of it. I lived it. But I found some soldiers inside of me as I came through high school, and Alpha, president of my class for 7 years. I lost by 1 vote senior year. I cussed them all out. I said, whose vote was that? I discovered I was an alpha, but I also discovered I was depressed. I discovered I had a sex addiction. I knew I had been molested. I knew I had a mental illness. No, I didn't know yet. We didn't know at that time. Where I found the courage and the strength to say 3 of the most powerful words on this planet, being, please help me. Do you know how hard that was for me? But I did it, and I got it. 17 years on that couch. I had to be re-raised. I'm the baby of 7 children. My mother was 26 when she had me. You think she had time for me scrubbing floors. You think she had time for me. You think she had time to cuddle, ironing our clothes, going to pick up the government cheese, the powdered milk and the cornflakes. You think she had time to give me affection? But let me tell you what she did have time to do. She had time to tell me and my siblings, if any of us landed in jail, she'd leave us there. She told us that you will be educated, and we all have our master's degrees and doctorates. She told us you will be educated, and you will have better than me. It took me a long time to forgive my mother. She was in love with the minister of the church who did molest me. Oh, I love life. I love life because I was able to forgive myself. And I was able, before she passed away, to be forgiving. Now, that was all the fun part. You gotta love me. Y'all, after I asked for help, I got it. And I am now, as you can plainly see, in my skin. Happy, free, rich, famous. I'm so amazing I can't see straight. Oh, sha-na-na in these streets. Come on, children, wake your ass up. Because you know what you're looking at. Friends like this, look at my kid. Look at my baby. I did something. Now, Kinloch, Missouri, where I lived in poverty, sat on the border. This was an all-black town, poverty-stricken, sat on the border of Ferguson, Missouri. And even as a little girl, I was warned never to go there alone. But you see, Ferguson had a movie theater and Kinloch did not. So I would sneak out of the house every Saturday, get some popcorn for $1 and sit up in the balcony and imagine myself on the silver screen. And now, 68 movies later, I went out on a book tour, as my daughter said. I spoke to over 20,000 people. When I went down to Fort Lauderdale, I went to Parkland and spoke to the African-American children. They said, Clooney, what is his name? George. Yes, George, whoever. They said George Clooney had gone down there and the white kids got to go to dinner with him. I said, well, Jenifer Lewis is here and we're going to McDonald's. Get up! Frederica Wilson opened the Urban League and allowed me to speak to the African-American children down at Parkland. When I went to Detroit, I drove over to Flint. When I left there, I told them, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. And Flint Ain't Fixed not only got 37 million views, but Michael Moore found me and put it in his film. And if you have not seen it, you better see it right away. Fahrenheit 11/9. Now, whatever. You know what I mean. Shut So, with you, you know, people love to be seen. Now, it's taken 8 hours for me to get up here. Shut up. All right, now, with you, with you. You gotta love me. Come on. Now, y'all, after speaking to those 20,000 people, I discovered not only the temperature, but the temperament of the country. People are scared. I told them it's all right to be scared. I'm scared too. You know what I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't. But what you must be is unafraid. I am on the front line bringing the millennials together. That's all I care about. This child and other people's children right now. My life is now 25% show business, 75% the resistance. I want your children and your children's children and your children's children's children to have air to breathe. I got everything I wanted. I am, y'all. I'm so happy I can't see straight. I love doing Blackish. I just did a concert at Lincoln Center. You know, I got more book tour coming. I'm going to take a trip around the world, get the hell out of here. And the movie that everybody loves, Jackie's Back, is coming into its 20th anniversary. Now, I'm going to end up here, y'all. I always love when the minister says that. Ooh, don't you get sick of them? I come to a close now. I'll be like, please. You gotta love me. I want y'all to know that we must please honor your ancestors. You want to talk about honoring some women? Let's go to the bows of the ships. The ones that had to throw their babies off the ship. You want to talk about honor? Let's honor the ancestors that stood on the front line in the 60s and took the dogs and the hoses. I want to honor my mother for scrubbing those floors to feed me. That's who I'm honoring today. Now, I was asked on the carpet so many times, what do you think, Miss Lewis? I said, I have no comment. Today is the day to celebrate. But this is what you will be hearing tomorrow. Before you lie to us, remember Rosa sat on that bus. Before you tell your tale, remember Mandela sat in that jail. Before you do anything, remember Dr. Martin Luther King. Before you connive and steal, I dare you to Google Emmett Till. Before another dawn, after this mess, before another dawn, and I speak to everyone, remember whose shoulders you stand on. Thank you. Wait, turn the music off. Hold it. Last thing I'm gonna say. Yeah, I know it was fabulous, I know. You gotta love me. Listen to me. I need to honor my table. Anita, DJ, Julia, my manager, Billy, my nephew Darren, my agent Jonathan, my dear friend Deborah Dean Davis. I needed to honor my table. You don't get this far, honey. That's my team. I was so busy telling y'all about the bowels of the ships. I forgot the most important people in my life. I want you to know that my greatest achievement was growing to be this happy. My greatest achievement was growing to care. See, I care. People say, Miss Lewis, why you? I care. I care. My greatest achievement is this child. I did something. Do you understand? You go and get a kid and mentor somebody. You go and do something so you can be this happy. I'm happy, y'all. I'm telling you. I said to a journalist, she said, Miss Lewis, I got on phone. I couldn't believe she heard me. You know, I was going on and on about myself. What else? And she said, Miss Lewis, please, can we go back to something? She said, did I hear you say that you had touched bliss? I was like, look at little girl listening. She said, please tell me how you did that. You ready? How did little Jenny Lewis touch bliss? Who uses that word? Who even knows it? Well, guess what I did? I looked in the mirror and took responsibility for every choice I had made, was gonna make, and was making at that second. Stop pointing the fingers at others. And that includes this administration. You take care of what's right in front of you and make a difference in this world. Are we clear? Thank you so much.